So this is Turok. Now this is the remake of Turok, if you might remember that game that came out on the 360 and the PS3, I believe. This is actually the mobile component to that game. Now what's interesting about this is that by mobile I mean cell phone based games. It might be cell phones, not smartphones. So this is predating the era of the smartphone. Now this game came out in 2008 in February. I believe the first iPhone came out around 2006, so smartphones were just kind of getting their start. And the original iPhone when it released didn't have kind of an app store or anything. It had these special like WAPs, the web application kind of things that were built around it. So this came out back in February of 2008, and it was developed by Propaganda Games. Now, as you can tell, this is a cell phone game, so you're not going to get anything fancy. What we have is a 2D side-scroller, just like the classic 16-bit era, 8-bit era kind of games. And it's a mobile port, so essentially retells the story in mobile format. Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to try to play this. We're running it through an emulator here, of course. And I want to show this off as a way of kind of preserving these kind of games. We talk about game preservation a lot with regards to the Super Nintendo and even older consoles and even kind of obscure consoles like the CD-based consoles like the Philips CDI or the 3DO, even a lot of Japanese consoles that never saw the light of day here. But we don't really talk about with game preservation is mobile games in the era before smartphones. I consider this kind of a lost generation of games because so many movie tie-ins, so many original games came out on these kind of flip phone devices before smartphones came around, and they're kind of all but forgotten, and there was some huge licenses. And Turok is one of them, so let's see how this goes. I actually did play this game when it came out, but of course it's 2018, so it's been about 10 years since then. Finally out of that fridge, we must be landing soon. Use 4 and 6 to move left and right. You can tell right off the bat how interesting those controls are. Now, what's cool about these mobile games, in a certain extent, is that you actually had physical controls with the keypad of your phone. So they were responsive to an extent, as opposed to just touching a screen. Press 5 to use the control panel. That's better. So animation was pretty limited. You look at this Turok here, has very stubby legs, and it's pretty interesting. So let's move along here and see what we have to do. Slept well, Turok? Commander's giving us a briefing now. Better hurry. Lots of space filler in these sorts of games that just kind of killing time between small action bits because they couldn't do a lot. Alright, listen up. We will be touching down soon, so I am only going to say this once. We have to find and neutralize this man, Roland Kane. He is a war criminal, highly trained and very dangerous. Turok here used to serve under his command. He knows Kane and his tactics. He will help us track him down. What the? What's happening? They're shooting at us. We're going down. So, for those that don't know, I actually haven't played the Turok on the PS3 and Xbox 360 outside of the demo that I think was released for it. So I don't know the full story around it. But I did play this game, so let's see if we can remember it. The ship's been shot down badly. It's torn to pieces. There must be other crash sites somewhere. At least now Kane knows we're coming for him. Or, of course, that you're all dead. So we still stubbily walk along. Glad to see another survivor. I've been trying to reach others, but my radio is dead. There must be survivors. Let's find the others. They all kind of look the same. Fine, I'll cut through these bushes. You stay on the main path. And there he goes. So more walking. Okay, so here's our first action bit. Hit 2. 2 grabs on ledges. Doesn't look like there's any jumping, which is actually fine. It's very difficult for platforming on this. sorts of devices. And up again. There we go. Uh-oh. What the? A dinosaur. I'd better hide. Press 8 to hide. What the, I think, is going to be a very common element in these games that were kind of rated probably M for mature on consoles. That was close. Oh, I got a freshly killed dinosaur there. So you got to remember, this is stretched on this giant screen we're on right now. You're watching on YouTube here. But it is vertical display, of course. And these displays were tiny. They were well below the size of any smartphones nowadays. Tiny, tiny screens. Over here, radio uplink works. I think I can hear someone. Behind you. A little compy got him. He's dead. The screen didn't scroll all the way down there. Press 5 to attack, and press 8 to dodge. Press 5 repeatedly to kill the raptor. Oh god. So there we got a dead raptor. 8 just kind of hides in the background. Okay. So this is standard cell phone game kind of formula. 2, 6, 8, and 4 are your directional keys as the center. 5 tends to be the action key, and it's usually only one action key. 1 and 3 usually are your input keys if there's an on-screen prompt, or usually kind of their soft keys is what they call them, a left and right up top on some of these old phones. But you were kind of limited in what you can do. Enemies killed, 1 of 1. Dog tags found, 1 of 1. Deaths 0, score 3650. Not sure how we get the score of 3650, but we'll move on here. Dog tags found, 1 of 26. All right, second level. Now, again, because these are mobile games, there aren't going to be a ton of levels. This is not built for a 10 to 12 hour experience, or even like 8 hour or 2 experience. This is just kind of little tiny levels. I don't know how many levels this game, so we'll find out. These bodies, who did that? That's the work of Kane's men. Bury the bodies. I'll go hunt them down. Kane's men, you don't think it could have been the raptors that just you saw them? Roger that. We have to find the commander. Keep looking for other crash sites. Okay. So as you can kind of see, this level is already kind of playing a lot like the very first level. These backgrounds are repeated. Oop, we're gonna hide. That's a bad guy. To perform a silent kill, sneak behind the enemy and press 5. If the enemy struggles, press 5 repeatedly. There we go. Looks like I have unlimited ammo. So 5 is sort of your catch-all button. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm gonna die first. Oh boy. So we have music, you can hear the music track going, but there is no sound effects on these games, because again, most phones didn't even have headphone jacks of any kind. Oh, it looks like my health is regained. Okay, it's coming back, thank goodness. Yeah, like I said, most you didn't have audio on these phones outside of a call, so this music is actually pretty nice for this game. So let's see if we can drop down behind this guy. Nope. So I dropped down and I didn't hit 6 in time to turn around. So the difficulty on these games was never very high because they kind of knew it was kind of a mess, so they give you a lot of leeway and freedom in that regards. Oh, do we have a boss fight? Aim by pressing 2 or down 8, turn left 4 or right 6. Six? Oh, okay, it tells me what to do. I've got to watch my back, they're coming from all directions. 4, 4, 4. So I'm not actually firing anymore, the game has taken over. Ah, no, 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 down. 6. There we go, there we go, there we go. There are too many. Use a rage backstep 5 or evasion jump by pressing 0 or the RS key, the right soft key. Okay. Oh, so that backs us up. Okay. Oh, that's a roll. Gotcha. I guess I'll let them fall. I can point up. I don't see too much of a threat from this distance. Nope, nope, back up a little bit. There we go. So again, this is all automatic. And to be fair, when you had just a cell phone game, this is kind of neat distraction. Chances are you've already wasted half your battery. That was the last of them. I thought they'd never give up. Alright, back to regular controls. So I guess that was essentially a boss fight. You can also play with auto-targeting. Do you want to turn the auto-aim on? You can change this in the options anytime. See, again, always trying to help you as soon as they add in too many features because it gets messy. So let's say yes. Just for emulation's sake, it's a little bit difficult. Alright. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. That's part 1 of this 5-part series. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you're alerted. Ring that bell so you know when the next episode drops for our Turok series. And remember, at the end of this entire series, the long play will be posted in full in 2 separate parts, one with this fantastic commentary, or not fantastic commentary, and one with just the game and the audio for those that just want to see the game. Again, thanks for checking us out. You can see us online at gambitmag.com for features, news, reviews every single day, or follow us on Facebook, Gambit_magazine for daily content as well. Again, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.